Life in Colombia, land of the most beautiful women. In Latin America, travel documentary. Colombia, where beauty turns heads and stories turn hearts. It's no myth. The women here are among the most stunning in Latin America. But what if that beauty was just a glimpse into something far deeper, far wilder? In the heart of Medellín, former war zones like Comuna now explode with street art and energy that refuses to be silenced. And when night falls, the city pulses with a nightlife that's as electrifying as it is unpredictable. But that's only the surface. Why are so many foreigners packing up their lives to start fresh here? What makes Colombia more than just a destination, but a temptation? This is Act Travel Documentary, and what you're about to see will change how you see this country forever. Number 15. Geographic location and strategic role. Did you know Colombia is the only South American country that touches both the Caribbean and the Pacific? That's not just geography flexing, it's a strategic goldmine. Covering over 1 million square kilometers, Colombia is 4.5 times bigger than Ecuador, making it a vital bridge between North and South America. It's bordered by Panama, Venezuela, and Ecuador, offering direct access to key trade and defense routes. With over 53 million people, it's the second most populous country in the region, right behind Brazil. But here's the twist. While the western and northern zones are buzzing with life, the east and south are vast, untouched Amazonian lands where indigenous tribes live in complete isolation. No phones, no Wi-Fi, just jungle and tradition. And let's talk about biodiversity. Colombia's Amazon is one of the most pristine ecosystems on Earth. Scientists in April 2025 identified over 100 new species here, reinforcing its nickname, the lungs of the world. Is Colombia just another country on the map? Or is it a natural powerhouse quietly shaping the future of the Americas? Number 14. Colombian women, Latin America's beauty icons. Why do people say Colombian women are in a league of their own? It's not just their looks, it's the energy they bring into every room. Think confidence meets grace, wrapped in impeccable style and contagious charm. From the plazas of Cali to beach cafes in Cartagena, you'll notice it. Heels clicking, voices laughing, eyes that speak volumes. They don't just dress well, they own the moment. And here's the kicker. Being warm doesn't mean they're flirting. In fact, over 75% of Colombian women say respect, kindness, and being on time matter way more than any luxury gift. Let me tell you about Alejandra. Smart, bold, with a laugh that makes you forget time. We had lunch, and I offered to pay. She smirked. We split things. But if you don't offer, I judge you. Boom. Colombian dating decoded. Chivalry matters, but so does balance. Colombian women don't just turn heads. They shift the whole vibe when they walk in. Looks? Sure. But it's their presence that sticks with you. Drop a comment saying, "Next level vibe," if you feel that confidence and charisma are what truly make them unforgettable. And tell us, what gets your attention first? The looks, the energy, or the way they carry themselves? Number 13. Comuna. 13. From violence to vibrant art. Can a place once haunted by fear turn into a tourist hotspot full of breakdancers and mango snacks? That's exactly what happened in Comuna 13, once dubbed the most dangerous district in Medellín. But instead of surrendering to its past, the locals turned the whole neighborhood into an open-air art museum. Every wall is screaming with colors, stories, and spirit. Here, graffiti isn't rebellion, it's remembrance. Artists use spray cans like storytellers, painting tales of pain, protest, and pride. Since 2023, this hillside haven has welcomed over 1 million tourists every year. From live hip-hop battles to abuela-approved empanadas, the vibe here is electric. But it's not just fun, it's healing. Comuna 13 proves that when a community owns its story, it can flip tragedy into triumph. Ever visited a place where art literally saved lives? Could your city use some mural therapy? Number 12. Festivals and music. The pulse of Colombian life. Imagine living in a place where every day feels like a celebration. That's Colombia. Here, joy isn't scheduled. It's a lifestyle. From the vibrant Feria de las Flores in Medellín, where millions of flowers paint the city in August, to the Carnaval de Barranquilla, a wild, colorful explosion of dance and culture honored by UNESCO, Colombians throw some of the most soulful, unforgettable parties on earth. But festivals are just the tip of the maraca. Music is woven into daily life. Salsa, reggaeton, and cumbia aren't reserved for stages. They pour out of kitchens, rumble from car speakers, and drift from corner stores like perfume in the air. Music here isn't background noise, it's identity. It breaks barriers, builds bridges between classes and generations, and lifts moods faster than a double shot of espresso. What if happiness wasn't something you chase, but something you dance to? Is Colombia calling your feet or your heart? Number 11. Colombian nightlife. Electrifying but risky. Ever felt a city come alive only after dark? In Colombia, that's when the real heartbeat begins. From neon-lit clubs in Medellín to beach parties under the moonlight in Cartagena, the night is electric and contagious. Here, dancing isn't optional, it's instinct. Whether it's salsa, bachata, or the ever-present reggaeton, music blasts from every corner. People dance on sidewalks, in plazas, on rooftops, and guess what? You're invited. Travelers love it. So many friendships begin with a shared dance or spontaneous laugh at 2 a.m. Colombia ranks in the top 5 for nightlife experiences in Latin America, according to a 2025 Global Travel Index. But don't let the fun blind your awareness. Tourists, especially solo ones, can attract the wrong kind of attention. That friendly stranger? Sometimes not so friendly. Scam reports related to nightlife increased by 20% this year in major cities. Locals recommend stay in groups, take Uber, limit your drinks, and watch your belongings. If Colombia's nights are calling, will you answer with rhythm or caution, or maybe both? If you've ever danced the night away in Colombia, or want to, drop a comment below with night vibes. And stick around, because what comes next might just change how you see daytime in Colombia too. Number 10. Street food. Bold, cheap, and full of surprises. What if the best dish in your life came wrapped in newspaper, handed over with a wink, and cost less than your socks? In Colombia, street food isn't just a snack, it's a lifestyle. From smoky empanadas to crunchy fried plantains, the streets serve flavor bombs with every step. Got guts? Try grilled ants, roasted turtle, or crocodile skewers. Yes, really, these dishes aren't dares, they're heritage. And for the budget savvy, most meals cost between $1 to $3, making Colombia a foodie heaven for backpackers. Fun fact, by early 25, Colombia was named among the top 5 street food destinations in Latin America by Lonely Planet. Also, thanks to rising cigarette taxes in 24, Some locals now roll their own smokes with native leaves. Resourceful or rebellious. Isn't it wild how the most unforgettable flavors often come from the most unexpected places? What would you dare to try? Crocodile or mango chili ice cream? Let's stir up the comments section. Number 9. Warmth and openness. But don't misread the signals. Think a smile means something more? Not always. In Colombia, warm greetings and friendly vibes are everywhere. People are quick to chat, offer help, and make you feel like family, even if you just met. But here's the twist. Friendly doesn't mean flirty. That's a common trap for visitors, assuming kindness equals romantic interest. Nope. That warm welcome? It's cultural, not personal. Social cues here are subtle. Colombians might stand closer when talking, speak with more emotion, or call you mi amor in a non-romantic way. It's normal and totally non-committal. So what's the secret? Respect the rhythm. Watch, listen, and don't rush to conclusions. Learning how locals express connection without crossing lines is part of the beauty. In a recent April 2025 cultural guide for tourists, over 60% of first-time visitors admitted to misreading local friendliness. That's your sign. Stay open, but also stay aware. Next time a Colombian flashes you a dazzling smile, ask yourself, are you being welcomed or just being polite? Number 8. Optimism and strong communities. The Colombian way of life. Have you ever met someone who smiles like they've got nothing, but lives like they've got everything? That's Colombia for you. A place where the hardest lives still dance the loudest. Here, joy isn't planned. It just happens. People sing while working, dance while waiting, and celebrate every day like it's New Year's Eve. Family is the backbone, not in a postcard perfect way, but in a real multi-generational hustle. Grandparents help raise kids, cousins live next door, and if someone's cooking, you're eating. No questions. Sure, life here has edges. Many kids grow up fast, shaped by realities like poverty and street life. But guess what? They grow up tough, kind, and ridiculously optimistic. And that mindset, live like it's your last day, is not some Pinterest quote. It's survival. It's rebellion. It's joy against the odds. In 2025, over 80% of Colombians say their community is what helps them through the toughest times. I'm asking you, could you handle that kind of realness? Maybe it's the raw, imperfect kind of life that makes you feel most alive. Number 7. Minimalist and free lifestyle for foreigners. What if having it all doesn't mean more stuff, but more time, more sunsets, more peace? That's the quiet truth, echoing through the hills and coastlines of Colombia, where more and more Americans, Canadians, and Europeans are walking away from burnout to build a slower, more intentional life. Here, life isn't measured by your bank account, but by your daily joy-to-stress ratio. With just $800 to $1,200 a month, you can rent a sunlit apartment, enjoy rich local cuisine, take safe, affordable transport, and still have cash for beach weekends or jungle hikes. In hotspots like Medellín, Santa Marta, and Pereira, expats are forming tight-knit communities supported by language tutors, real estate help, and relocation experts. By early 2025, Colombia was ranked among the top 5 destinations in Latin America for remote workers and retirees, thanks to its affordability, charm, and quality of life. But the magic isn't just in the numbers, it's in the vibe. Less rush, more real. Here's the question. Would you trade your 9 to 5 for 99 days of fresh mango and mountain air? This is more than a travel documentary. It's a glimpse into a lifestyle where simplicity is the new luxury. Quick pause. If this part of the video has you dreaming of slow mornings in the jungle or golden sunsets by the sea, hit that like button, drop a comment below, and tell me, if you could live simply anywhere, which Colombian city would you choose? Medellín, Santa Marta, or Pereira? And if you're new here, welcome to Act Travel Documentary, where we don't just talk about destinations, we explore ways of living. Hit subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next eye-opening episode. Now, let's get back to it. Number 6. Cost of living in Medellín. Luxury on a budget. Living large doesn't always mean draining your bank account, especially not in Medellín. Nestled in the Andes with spring-like weather all year, this vibrant city offers first-class comforts at third-world prices without the compromise. Thanks to a favorable exchange rate, about 3,900 to 4,100 pesos per US dollar, you'll be shocked at how far your money goes. Grab a hearty homemade Colombian lunch for around 12,000 pesos, just $3. Treat yourself to a night in a boutique hotel for only $35. And the standard of living? Clean, safe, and modern. Comparable to many US cities, but at 1/3 to 1/5 of the cost. That's why retirees, freelancers, and digital nomads are calling Medellín home. The city offers high-speed Wi-Fi, friendly locals, efficient public transport, and coffee that could win awards. In Medellín, your dollar doesn't just survive, it thrives, and so do you. Number 5. Transportation. Cheap for tourists, costly for locals. I met Diego, a moto taxi driver in Medellín. He makes less than $10 a day, yet he's the reason tourists like me get around smoothly. While I was swiping Uber, he was dodging potholes for coins. Uber is the go-to for travelers, safe, clean, and just $8 to $10 per ride. It's cheap for us, but for locals, traditional taxis cost 30 to 50% more, and many skip them because of inconsistent prices or safety concerns. That's why motorcycles rule the streets. They're cheap, fast, and fuel-efficient, ideal for daily survival, not selfies. The catch? Tourists enjoy modern convenience, while many Colombians face mobility inequality. Over 60% of low-income locals in 2025 rely on motorbikes or shared rides to get to work. When we call it affordable, let's ask, affordable for who? Maybe the ride is smooth, but the story underneath? Not always. Number 4. Income gap. 2 realities in one city. Can paradise still feel like a paradox? In Colombia, you might sip artisan coffee in a rooftop cafe, while just a block away, a street vendor is selling mango slices to make ends meet. This is one of the most visually striking contrasts in Latin America. The numbers speak loud. The median income for Colombians is around $1,075 per month, nearly 4 times lower than in the United States. While expats enjoy rooftop bars, boutique hotels, and chef-driven menus, many locals balance 2 or even 3 jobs just to stay afloat. This gap shows up in daily life. You'll see a luxury SUV parked beside a hand-pulled cart or a high-rise apartment across from tin-roof homes. But beyond the numbers, it's a question of perspective. How do you travel responsibly when privilege meets poverty, sometimes on the same sidewalk? If you've ever witnessed the contrast between wealth and poverty while traveling, drop a number 4 in the comments. We'd love to hear how you experienced 2 worlds in one city. Number 3. The Thailand of South America. Street life and struggle. Have you ever wondered how people survive when jobs vanish under the blazing equatorial sun? In Colombia, often nicknamed the Thailand of South America for its vibrant street culture and allure, unemployment has turned sidewalks into marketplaces. Locals sell everything from homemade lemonade to handcrafted jewelry, turning necessity into creativity. But don't be fooled by the colors and smiles. The heat is intense, with temperatures hovering around 86 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit year-round. Vendors brave the elements for 12 hours a day or more, under umbrellas, beside carts, or just with hope in hand. It's more than a hustle, it's resilience. Street vendors here aren't just surviving, they're defining the spirit of Colombia. In fact, according to a report by Colombia's National Department of Statistics, DANE, April 2025, over 40% of the informal labor force consists of independent street sellers, a crucial backbone of the urban economy. Would you be able to do that? Build a business from nothing, powered only by sun, sweat, and sheer will? Number 2, tourist safety. Don't let the beauty fool you. Have you ever wondered how people survive when jobs vanish under the blazing equatorial sun? Did you know? Colombia's breathtaking beauty doesn't just come from its landscapes, but staying safe here is just as essential as admiring its charm. Petty theft and pickpocketing are still common, especially in popular tourist spots. I remember chatting with a traveler in Cartagena who lost her phone within minutes of stepping off the bus, just because she paused to take a selfie. And in Bogotá, locals will often warn you, avoid the Santa Fe district at night. It's not just a tourist tip. Even locals steer clear due to higher crime rates there. So, how can you stay safe while soaking up this vibrant culture? Keep it simple. Don't flaunt valuables. Bring only the essentials. And when the sun sets, call an Uber. It's safer than wandering on foot. In 2025, Colombia remains one of South America's most magical destinations. But like anywhere, knowing where to tread makes all the difference. Have you ever had a close call while traveling? Share your story in the comments, and let's make exploring the world safer together. Number 1, Colombia, a new beginning for foreigners. Ever felt like you're paying rent just to survive? Imagine swapping that for sipping coffee in Medellín's mountain breeze. More and more Americans and Canadians are now living it up in Colombia. Not just surviving, but thriving on pensions between $2,000 to $3,000 a month. Back in the States, that same lifestyle could easily cost you $6,000 to $7,000. Why Colombia? Because getting a visa, renting a place, and setting up a bank account is way smoother than you'd think. The process is straightforward, and locals are super chill. Yeah, the language barrier is real, but here's the thing. Colombians won't roll their eyes when you mess up your gracias. They'll smile and help you try again. And let's be honest, the sense of community, color, and culture here is something money can't buy. In 2025, expats are choosing Colombia not just for affordability, but for a new identity. Would you give up the rat race to gain peace, beauty, and mangoes as big as your face? This isn't just a travel documentary, it's a passport to possibility. Who knew a country could be both a dream and a challenge at the same time? Colombia is that paradox, wildly beautiful, deeply human, and full of surprises. You've seen the hustle, felt the heat, and maybe caught a glimpse of something more. A place that doesn't just welcome you, it changes you. From beach towns to mountain markets, luxury to lemonade stands, Every moment here feels alive. So, would you visit? Live here? Start over? Whatever your answer, we hope this journey sparked something inside you. If it did, drop a comment, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more raw, real stories from around the world, right here on Travel Documentary.